From Pitch Perfect, Best in Show, and the game show Split Second, John Michael Higgins is here, and we're talking puppies. Hi, John.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. Welcome to the KJ Today Show.
Thank you. But I'm happy to be here.
Well, listen, I'm super happy that we're talking about second season of Split Second, which is on the Game Show Network. I got to know for you, John, did you get involved with this show because of the fact that it is one of the game shows that is accessible to everybody? Because I appreciate the fact that it is.
Yeah, it's actually it's really one of my favorite parts of doing game shows now. I've been an actor my whole career. I've only been a game show host for the last 5 years or so, and I have never had, like, if I'm in a grocery store, a woman who's 81 comes up, says, "I watch your show every day." Thank you, ma'am. And then I'm in the line, and then a person who's 32 says, "I love your show." Thank you. And then two kids run up to me who are 9, and they're like, "Oh my God, it's the guy on our show." And it's magic for me. It's like every single person in your family can watch our show and have a great time, and many do. They all sit on the couch together, and that's pretty rare these days.
It is. And I think it's much needed. I mean, I've got, nieces and nephews from, 18 down to, 10 at this point, and trying to figure out something we can do together. I mean, it's oftentimes figuring out, like, what game can we all play together. And if you haven't seen Split Second, you need to make sure that you get on board here, because it is something that is great across the board for the family. John, I have to ask you this morning. We are, so not only, do I do the KJ Today Show, but I'm the kitty correspondent for Pet Pals TV. So you've got a lot of people excited today because, we loved Best in Show, and we always got to, if we have a chance to talk about dogs or cats on the show, can you reflect a little bit about your time with Best in Show and working with the pups?
Sure. Well, there's an old rule in the theater: don't work with children or dogs because they will always upstage you, and and it's because they are so unfiltered. They show immediate love, unconditional and immediate, reactions, and that, I think, is one of the great things about having a pet or having a child. It's like they are. We all filter ourselves a lot as we get older, and it becomes a little bit boring. And but kids never do it, and dogs never do it. And there was an idea we had at the very beginning when we were Best in Show. I think Chris Guest, who's the director and writer and everything, he had this idea that maybe he'll never show the dogs at all, because it's really the people that are the neurotic ones, not the dogs, and that's where the comedy is. And the studio talked him out of it, I think, because dogs are so wonderful to watch. But I love doing a movie where every day on the set there was just dogs running around, and it was like it's a real mitzvah for me, because boy, it's like chicken soup. If you can have a dog around, you feel better, and you're a little happier. That's for me, at least. In fact, as I'm speaking to you, I have a puppy in my sweatshirt pocket with his little nose sticking out because my wife is fostering a couple of puppies that lost their mother, and so we're bottle feeding these puppies, and so that's who I am. I'm a big dog person myself. So doing Best in Show is one of my favorite jobs ever.
Oh my goodness! I wish we were on camera so we could see your little puppy.
Oh, I can't believe how cute! Crazy cute. Crazy.
Well, and thank you and your wife, because that is taking those young ones in the beginning and the bottle feeding. It's a real commitment. You gotta take care of those little ones.
It is. It's tough. It's a time-consuming thing, but boy, it's so rewarding. And as your listeners know, they grow so fast. This morning I'm here to do these interviews, and I'm looking. It says this puppy is like a whole half an inch bigger than she was when I went to bed. So, they just go so fast. And it's really, I recommend it to any of your listeners to go, to hook up with your local shelter. But a lot of, especially this time of year, and you can actually foster. It's just a great hit. It's not a giant commitment. You get them for like 2 weeks. You bottle feed them. These are little babies. Some of them don't even have their eyes open, and you do the work. Hard work that the mother. You pet them on the head like their mother would lick them. Because they're expecting to feel that. So you get trained that way, and it's so rewarding.
Oh, John, you are our people. I was just talking about, I actually just had a cat that ended up in my backyard, and I worked with Indie Neighborhood Cats to get her trapped, and then over to Indie Humane to figure out if she could be adopted. And that was the big thing while I was in there, was this like, if you got some time over the holidays, it even gives the staff a break, to just like have some holiday time and get the pets into your home, and you get to enjoy a couple of puppies for a few weeks. I mean, it's a win-win for everybody.
It is. And, I agreed to do it when my wife floated the idea. I said, it's only 2 weeks. And now, of course, I'm so attached to these puppies that I don't even want to get rid of. I have to, but they're just, look, isn't that what the holidays are for, people? Can't we just help little animals who need a little head, leg up in life? You can do it, and it's only 2 weeks.
And now, before I let you go, John, we got John Michael Higgins on the phone in the second season of Split Second on the Game Show Network. You must be watching it. We're in our year in review time, and the Barbie movie was so big this year, and I know, like, not to take it all back to pets, but I know that there is a tie-in with your first pet and a Barbie disaster of some kind, right?
Oh yeah, boy, I don't know how you found that, but we were really cat people growing up, my family, and we had a dog once when I was little. It was a beagle. And my sister had a huge Barbie collection. And one day we came back to the house. I was probably like 8 or something. And the Barbies, it was mayhem. It was like there were legs and heads all everywhere. The beagle had eaten her entire Barbie collection. It was, beagles do that, they eat until they bust, so you have to be careful. But that was, it was one of the most disturbing things I've ever seen in my life. I'm not sure I've recovered from it. And I think, we quickly switched to cats after that. Now I'm a total dog person, but that was, that's a memory it'll be hard to shake.
We had beagles and cats. I still have cats. I've got 7. We just got 2 new kittens. So I'm sitting here. You're sitting here with puppies. I'm sitting here with kittens, John. I wish that we could talk longer, but I know you've got a lot to do today, and I appreciate you taking the time to be on the show. Split Second on the Game Show Network. Everybody be watching. Thank you so much, John Michael Higgins. Thanks for joining us for another celebrity interview. Of course, the KJ Today Show isn't just about talking to celebs, it's about hanging out with you. Join us live on Wednesday nights for pop culture, people to know, and pets. The KJ Today Show on YouTube. Subscribe and watch live Wednesday nights at 7.